reached the life model decoy of Tony Stark. Please leave a message.
Welcome to the LARPBook podcast. This is episode 34, take 2, for 17th of May 2016. Now I've got to come up with new and fun anecdotes for the people that are with me. Today, as always, is Robert, still in a hotel room with incredibly bad lighting, but still long hair. Davis.
Yeah.
Eventually hears us. And, of course, still looking a little bit poorly. But we love him because he's decided to stay around for the show anyway. Is the Thomas of the Bearded One, Busby.
Hello, hello.
And we love him for it. So, in today's show, worst LARP injury you've ever witnessed. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Larp Inn at larpinn.co.uk for all of your LARPing needs. They have costumes, they have armor, they have swords, they have shields, they've got everything. Okay, simple as that. Anything you could think of for LARPing, they've got it. Just head over there, larpinn.co.uk. Right, we also have a few other sections as well. As I alluded to earlier, we've got a Help Me LARP book and a possible LARP Bitch Fest. But we'll get into those as we go through the show. But
I learned something new today.
I think it's basically the epitome of two grumpy old men bitching about stuff with a one younger fellow going.
Right. Well, we'll have to make sure to keep in check because I know you can bitch like there's no tomorrow. So
oh, trust me,
hours.
I really, really, really can.
Oh, yeah.
But I was on.
Oh, yes.
One moment, plug for the wonderful mugs in the LARP book store. Just head over to redbubble.com and get yourself a LARP book mug. Very thirsty today. I've drunk about 3 gallons of water, it feels like. I was over on the one of the Reddit things for LARP. I've decided to get into Reddit. I know people have been using Reddit for ages. I haven't, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've also asked them if we can start up a Reddit for LARPBook, and they said, you haven't been on there enough yet. So I said, please. Now I'm waiting to hear back. So you know, and unless one of you two have been on Reddit a lot, when I want to say...
I've been on Reddit for a good year or two.
Might be you want to start it up then, I want to have you, etc. But hey, so I found on there the worst LARP injury that you've ever witnessed, and it was basically from one chap who'd had a LARP injury and what have you, and it'll tie into something that Rob and I have got on the back burner with a lovely fellow later on. Tom knows nothing about this because he doesn't speak to us throughout the week. I'm just saying. So. One guy says, Zed Phantom, a guy running through the woods, and this one's horrible, guy running through the woods away from a group of orcs, took a thin branch to the eye, it got trapped under the eyeball and snapped off. He did make a full recovery, however. Ouch. All I can say is, ouch. Oh,
Makes me kind of want to wear goggles now.
Oh, yeah, seriously. And when you think about it, you know, we do LARP primarily in big wooded areas, right? If things haven't been cleared away, maybe you can't touch them because the Forestry Commission says don't break shit, right? But yeah, I just thinking about that makes me go,
Yeah, that's not nice. That's not nice. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's wrong.
Yeah, no, yeah, you just I haven't got. I got a pencil. That's about it. You know. Excuse me, I seem to have a problem. You know.
I can do it with a dodgy old TV remote.
A dodgy old TV remote. Oh yeah. I love the remote controls in hotel rooms. They're like that size. You know, it's like, well, if they nick it, it's got to weigh down their bag.
Yeah. The remote control weighs heavier than the TV.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's bonkers. Some hotels I've even been in, some of the more dodgier ones, even have them chained to the desk, mate.
Bloody hell.
You know. But hey.
That's a bad hotel.
Yeah. And there's a few more I've got as well from the thing. A javelin, and then an arrow to the balls within 30 seconds of each other. Yeah. And then a few hours later, I went to the ER as a blood clot caused by bruising started moving through my testes.
Oh my God!
So as he says, wear a cup, right? I mean, so far now, we're wearing goggles, we're wearing a cup.
Yeah, I can see where this is going.
One dude dislocated his shoulder. That's all right. I won't mention any names. Looking down at the corner to where Rob is, but I've dislocated a knee.
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
I've dislocated both knees.
Is that what you did when at my first event, Stu? Or was that a twist ankle?
No, that's a side effect of what Robert did to me.
Oh, I see.
An accident. All I did was go out on a swing and come back, slightly aiming at Stu at very high speed.
Yes,
I mean, nothing possibly could have gone wrong.
Yes, basically on a rope swing, coming back. Yeah, because we're kids, right? Simple as that. It's not too hard. We may be grown up, but we're not. And then just slams directly into the side of me. Bam! Right, takes out my knees properly. Yeah, like a man, I popped them back in, then cried like a little girl.
After the popping back in.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was so much pain.
Yep.
It was so much pain. Mate. I was on the laughing so hard. It had gone past that.
Yeah, you've gone past crying. You've gone to laughing so hard that it's so painful. Yeah.
Pretty much that's where it was. And then another guy got hit in the knee with a mace from the side. Guy could barely walk. Right, so these are the ones from Reddit. So what's the worst injuries you've ever seen? Go on, Rob.
Oh, you got me in that one. Hang on. What's the worst ones? Hang on. Are you talking about the worst ones I've seen or caused?
Well, technically, if you've caused them, you've seen them. So
It's true. It's true.
just saying.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. I do remember one of a good many years ago where one of the players was running. Actually, yeah, I've got a couple. Mostly involving people running towards me, which is a good idea. There was one a couple of years ago where I was working with a shield.
Yeah.
As I like to. And guys, you both remember Rian, lovely lady, very short.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. She ran at me thinking to charge my shield, or thinking I wouldn't do anything, and actually, she just bounced off me and ended up on the floor.
Yeah, that'd be about right.
How did she think that she could charge a shield held by you, Rob? Because, she's so small. Yeah. And Rob, you're a pretty big, strong guy. And I don't know how she thought that was going to work.
Look, all of the best accidents. Yeah, all of the best accidents start with, I got an idea. It's simple as that. Yeah, and
yeah.
Yeah. Well, she's wearing a mask. I think she said something like I was wearing a mask. I couldn't see you properly.
Good excuse.
No, I'm not that invisible, am I?
No, you're really not. You're really not. So, how about you, Tom? And then I'll get to some of mine.
Well, I haven't been, compared to you guys, I haven't been to a huge amount of LARP events. The ones I can remember getting injured, not me. I haven't been injured in LARPing, thankfully. Touch wood. But I remember you, Stu, but that, in a recent one, Adam took a nasty fall.
Yeah.
At the last TR event. Yeah, he took a nasty fall.
There's one there about slopes, yeah, because he was running down a slope, and the lighting wasn't that it was dark. and the slope, I didn't pitch off the ground. It actually stopped, and I went vertically down for about a foot. That right, Tom?
Yeah, it's about that. Yeah.
He went running down. This is going to run down a slope onto flat ground. There's actually a gap of about a foot between the end of the slope and the ground.
Yeah.
So it's very nasty. Because they went running into ground, winded, feeling quite unwell. It's horrible.
Yeah. It's like I mean, fortunately, he wasn't seriously hurt. It was just how it happened and the loud thud that he made as he hit the concrete in the dark. But I think that's probably the worst one that I've seen so.
Move for a little while.
Right. You would just interject. Let me just interject you at the moment. Best Doug. Jesus, that guy's head is huge. I'm hoping you mean me because I'm the biggest one on the screen. Other than that, are you being really horrible to one of these guys?
Hey, big head means intelligence, right? That's how it works, right?
No, just large hats.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much, yeah. Right. So, yeah, I mean, God, let's see. Probably the worst injury I've seen. Okay, the one that had the biggest impact on my life was when my wife got clobbered over the head by a dude.
Oh, God help that dude, I'm just saying that.
At her first ever LARP event at the Gathering. Yeah, she got...
Was that your wife versus the Spartans?
Say again, Rob?
Was that your wife versus the Spartans?
That was, yeah. She got clobbered over the head. And she got a little bit concussed. And couldn't actually... the ref said, maybe you shouldn't fight for the rest of the event in case. Which she wasn't pleased about because my wife likes bashing people with stuff. Oddly enough. But yeah, I think she did found him. I don't think they found the body. So it's all good. But yeah, she got properly... There's supposed to be no headshots in that game. He came right over with a big long... like that big mace thwacky thing that I've got.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came full swing over the top, whack straight onto her head. No messing.
Bloody hell!
I can't remember now. It was many moons ago whether or not the lad got ceremoniously thrown out of the game. But there you go. Why don't they use real swords and stuff in LARP? I would watch it then if people.
War then, doesn't it?
Yeah, it basically becomes a real battle and war, and I think there might be a few things against the Geneva Convention, etc.
Yeah,
that would do that. But hey, just saying.
Yeah, because we're not actually like actors. We're actually really creative with it.
Yeah, and we all don't wear plate armor, so they'll just sink in, and what have you. Right, we've had a thing come in. Help Me LARPBook. Okay, I think we've done pretty much the injuries. We could probably go on for days about injuries and what have you, but it does tie in actually something to. Rob and I met with a gentleman, very very nice. Terry, was it Rob? Terry, Dave?
Terry,
yeah.
Terry Levis.
Yeah.
Let's go into this now. This is worth talking about. Let's mention it on air a little bit.
Yeah.
It ties in with injuries beautifully.
Yeah, I don't have all of the details because I couldn't remember it all in my head. We had a meeting with a gentleman who's looking to get insurance for the individual LARPer. All right, he'd been working with a lot of underwriters and what have you, and this is actually a really good idea. Events and what have you have their own insurance, okay? But if you have an accident, and as long as they've shown that they've done all of their due diligence and what have you, and put all the safety measures in place, right, then you have no recourse. There's no way you're going to be able to take them to court or anything like that and what have you. Because unless it's one of their guys, the NPCs, the monsters, etc., that put you in danger, and actually physically or mentally or whatever it is hurts you, then you're stuffed. If it's another player, well, you can sue that player if you like, but you're not going to get anywhere because the judge is going to say things like, so you willingly went into a battle with other people and you're crying about it now because you got hurt. Tough. You knew what you were getting into. So this insurance is going to do a lot and a lot of different things, and the price is ridiculously low as far as I'm concerned from what he said. Say again, Rob?
Insurance. Yeah, for insurance, for liability insurance, it's really good.
Yeah.
The price is
it's going to cover you for things like if you need private medical care for up to a certain amount, legal fees. I think there's even kit breakage and stuff and what have you in there.
Wow.
Right? It's a really fantastic policy in what he's trying to come up with. And when we have more details on that, that'll be going up on the website larpbook.com. Where you can actually get that insurance. Yeah. So it's just a really, really great way.
And that's for the individual, not the organizer.
That's right. That's right. That is for the individual.
So it also means that it's safe if Tom we were at a game, yeah, and I was using monumentally stupid and dangerous, and injure you. If you sued me, I have a good chance that insurance would cover your pleaded damages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's gonna stop someone from saying, I don't know, to get covered from I don't know, breakage or sword breaks, and you got an old sword or something like that, or something, and you just go, it broke during the combat.
Yeah,
Can I get another one?
Okay. What's stopping someone pouring a thing of paint on their carpet and going, oh, I was painting and
Well, that's kind of what I'm.
Nothing.
Nothing. They're just. I mean, are they going to take? Do they have to bring evidence? Or are they going to investigate more? Or?
I expect. I mean, depending. Well, we don't know the ins and outs, but I expect any insurance agency is going to go. Yeah, no problem. Send us in the post. We'll have a look. Yeah, and if
I mean, don't forget this is. Also, remind you, the new insurance not really been tried and tested yet because it is literally just coming out. So we're going to have to look at the policy. And how they respond to the first cases. Yeah. Before we can give a real review on it. The principle is good. What they'll do to prevent fraud that's going to be seen in the near future.
Yeah. We don't know. It's as simple as that. Yeah. We just don't know. But I suppose like everything, if the majority of people won't abuse it. Yeah. There will be some that will. Okay,
in everything.
Yeah, and those that will drive the price up for us. So we need to find them and lynch them.
Yep.
Sorry, did I say that on air? I do apologize.
or being like with latex swords.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, more details on that when it transpires will be going up on the site, as I say, larpbook.com. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Right, so I've got a Help Me Larp book. So this one was quite interesting. This is basically where people can send in questions if they've got a problem, etc. Right, we'll try and help out. It may be funny, it may be not. All right. But we see if we can actually get some genuine stuff going here. So this person writes, so without going into too much detail, there's two people in our Lark group who are the epitome of 30-year-old high school mean girls. I'd say a full 70% of their non-combat time is spent needling the unpopular, ugly or awkward players. Just anyone they think they can get away with making feel like shit. The other 30% of the time is spent ingratiating themselves to those in power so they don't get in trouble. This person said they're friendly across factions to everyone that plays the game, but I can't find it in my heart to be friendly to them. I hate how they treat people weaker than them. They've tried bringing it up to the ref, but there's not a lot they can do since these women haven't broken any rules. I've also appealed to their sense of profit. Basically, they're turning away new players, but that's not quite true. The new players keep coming back despite the way they're treated. What else can I do to keep them away from me and mine? Right. Interesting one on the fact of very rarely do I see people that are just openly mean and what have you within the LARP community, right? Let's start off with that, because that's rare as far as I'm concerned. If it's
bizarre.
Yeah, if it, you know, if you've just got the epitome of two high school girls, I would say treat them like high school girls to begin with, and ignore them, and basically befriend the people that they're being nasty to, and be nice to them. That's my first one, especially if the organisers don't want to do anything about it, because if they haven't broken any rules per se, I would say that they've probably broken the spirit of LARP, you know, got the letter of the law and the spirit of the law, and what have you. And you could say that... what's your thoughts? I've got some, and I can ramble on about it.
Well, it's one of those things. It's quite difficult because, from what it sounds like, they seem to be targeting very specific people, and it's human nature that if you're not getting particularly targeted, you assume that they're okay. You know, now. All I could suggest is that the people that they're targeting complain to the organisers, or just like freaking tell them to fuck off.
Yeah,
you know?
but okay, but don't forget, the majority of people that are victims basically of bullying, because that's what this essentially is bullying, right? Tend not to speak up.
Yeah, I suppose what you could do is try to ingratiate the people that are being bullied more into the rest of the group. Yeah, you know, basically bring them up so other people are talking to them at all, so that they get, you know, more involved, more social with everyone else around, so that when the girls do attempt to do that, obviously more people would be able to see it and maybe be able to react to that, or maybe it could even stop altogether. Again, I don't know why they're doing it, why this specific thing.
Tom. Some people are just dicks.
Yeah, it's true. Some people are dicks. But all I would say is just try your best to, you know, just be friendly to them. Try to include them more with, you know, with the group and everything like that. It's a difficult kind of, it's a difficult position to be in.
Yeah,
you know, it's not like then, like you said, they're not breaking any rules per se, and it's quite difficult.
Yeah, and Best Doug, I would say someone's got Twitch on in the background. I can hear it. I can hear my voice. Or is it me? Could be me.
I think it's you, dude.
Yeah.
Got my headphones plugged in. How on earth is hearing that? Right. let's perhaps turn that down a little bit. I don't know. Best Doug, they're role playing as mean girls. I don't think that's the spirit of this particular question that came in, but I think if they were role playing as mean girls, the guy would have said they did an awesome job.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like they're just being mean in downtime, out of character moments. I think Tom's suggestion that, you know, you bring the people who are being victimized into a larger group.
Yeah,
makes sense, because then it's hard. It's easy to bully somebody when they're isolated. It's much harder when they're in with a larger crowd of people.
Yeah, no.
Maybe just put the isolation out.
Yeah, no, exactly right, Rob. It's the sheer fact of, you know, bullies only stop when they're confronted, and in a group you can stand up to them and go, "Oi, this in on," you know, stop now before.
Yeah. And if people do victimize, there's a good chance that one or more people in the group will say it.
Yeah.
If you hope there would be anyway. And I think LARPs are generally, in my experience, sort of like big happy families. I can't make groups wanting to tolerate this kind of behaviour.
No, that's right. And if enough of them group together, then and stick together, then those girls don't got a chance, have they?
Well, exactly. To be honest, I've never been to a single LARP where people didn't get on.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been fantastic to me, very friendly. That is the essence of LARP, because it is a very social experience. Yeah. And if the social experience is crap, then no one's going to go again.
Yeah, so the other thing you can do here is the sheer fact of if they took those people that were being victimized, were being bullied to the organizers, and go, this is the group that it's being by these two girls, right? It's got to stop, either stop or we'll walk. Vote with your feet, because when they see numbers dwindle, if they got anything about them, they'll ask why.
It always asks why.
Yeah, if they got anything about them. Yeah, if it's just a jolly for them and what have you, well, that's just the way it's going to go. So I hope that's helped you in some way answer that question. If not, get back in touch with us and we'll see what we can do. Maybe we can give these mean girls a bit of a visit with some meaner girls. Because we do know a few of those. I'm married to one, just saying. So hope that's helped it. So LARP Bitch Fest. This is going to be possibly a new segment of the show, which is Rob has just put. We bitch about something we hate in LARP and talk around it. Okay, who wants to start? Robert, would you like to? Seems this is your idea.
Okay, here's a good one. Yeah, when it seems to keep annoying you, you have a really, really difficult breakdown in the difference between. I'm still here, Tom. Yeah, between player and character. It's like when you get a LARP situation where the game involves trying to solve a puzzle. Yeah, but your character isn't that orientated. You maybe, or your character is very puzzle oriented. You're not the kind of person that wants to solve one. Who solves it?
Right. So hopefully I picked up on that audio. So you're saying if you hated it when your character is or is not puzzle orientated, and you're confronted with a puzzle.
Yeah, I'm just going to check this. Okay.
Okay. You're gonna chat it in there, are you?
Oh, that might, yeah.
When you have to do something that you can do, right?
It depends on how quick Rob can type now. Pressure's on.
Right. So when you have to do something that you can do, but your character cannot, or vice versa. Right.
Oh.
Tough. That's role playing.
Is that in like regards to the ref says no, you can't do that because it alters a story or something? No?
Yeah. Well, for example, you've got a story arc, yeah.
Yeah.
That relies on the characters decoding something.
Yeah.
Okay, so the rest rely on you looking at a pile of clues, looking at a pile of items, and then decoding it.
Right.
So in game you've got the skills to do it, but the players really don't want to do it because it's not their thing at all.
Right.
But they still have to use their own judgment to do that task.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I think.
Can you even hear what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, it's coming in and out, but I'm getting the gist of it. So you're saying when you have to solve a puzzle or something to progress the game, but you don't want to.
Yeah.
Oh, I get you now. Okay. So basically the refs have shoehorned you into what you have to do this, otherwise you can't continue. And it's not, and like you just said, it's not in the player's nature to solve that. Maybe it's like a puzzle of intelligence and you're all brutes and you just go, oh, no, we'd punch our way through. We'll punch our way through a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
Yeah. Okay.
My character's actions are not mine.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Oh, I get you.
It does. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I've seen this a number of times, and it's usually when one of the game masters, prop builders, has built something really cool, and they want to put it in the game, even though it's not actually essentially a plot-driven thing. That would, you know, he's made a codex box or something that is a puzzle that, or bought it online or whatever, right? And he goes, "This will be great in the game. I don't know where to put it in, so we'll just put it in randomly." Yeah, couldn't agree more, right?
Yeah, that's annoying.
And usually, yeah, kill the codex, and usually I will agree. Certainly what I've done in the past in that sort of situation is done the pick up the, oh look, a puzzle. It's not, right? It's actually a stand, but a puzzle, right? Gone. Huh. Okay, and thrown it over my shoulder and carried on. And then when the game doesn't progress, they said you got to solve the puzzle. Stamp on it. Solved it. Yeah.
That's it.
Or at least simulate, because they might have spent money on it. Simulate stamping it into the ground, and pummeling it with a shield or something, and go, solved it. Yeah, and take the consequences from there, because your character can't do it. Simple as that. So yeah,
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, there was kind of puzzles at the last Balrog we were at, and they did it quite well, because there's quite a diverse group in Balrog with characters. Some are mages, intelligent. Others. My character was a dwarf that is really just a fighter. He's not much of a thinker. So they had these puzzles around, and all I did was sit around and wait. Even if I knew out of character what the solution was, my character wouldn't. So I just sat and waited. Just went.
Yeah. No, and that's exactly right. You are playing a character. If
I do this.
Yeah, but the ones that basically say like they're the dumbest person, they're the ogre, the orc, that's just all muscle, just dumb. And then there's a puzzle and they go, "Oh, you got to do this, this, and this." That's you out of character figuring that out.
That's you. Stop it.
And unless they can give you some sort of divine inspiration or something, right? Suddenly, like a potion that gives you a moment of clarity and hyper intelligence, right? And you only get one of them, type thing. Then, it just gets
10,000 times. Oh, you'll die in 10 minutes. So.
Yeah, exactly. So
hang on, no, that's a red line. Sorry.
Yeah, I just trample it into the ground. That's pretty much what I do. Me not do puzzle hurt head. Simple as that. Right, Tom, have you got a particular gripe that you'd like to get off your chest, as they say?
If I'd known about this a bit earlier, by knowing about it, mean actually looking at the episode notes before I started,
because they've been up there since this morning. Just saying.
Yeah.
Because I'm now trying to get them in 5 minutes before we start the show.
There is one thing that I really dislike, and that is stories being basically built around certain characters. So, for example, characters that may potentially have been around longer. I've got nothing to do if it's the main plot point of the thing, like this character, you need to help him save a kingdom or something. I've got no problem with that. But when it is literally just around a select few characters, where like they're the most important ones of the party, they get all the items. We get the items because we're the most important and we need them, and it's not so much as a joint effort, where everyone else is there to support quote unquote the main body of it, and the story kind of just like evolves around them, where they make the decisions, they do this, they do that, whereas everyone else is just there as kind of like backup characters. It's I mean, that's just something that's just came out of my head, which I think would be quite annoying. because I like to get involved and I like to get as many people involved as possible. But I can imagine that gets significantly annoying.
Yeah, I would say that would get quite annoying. Oh god, I'm getting this echo back as well. I think I'm getting the echo back that you lot used to get back, but I'm not getting it back. But if I talk for a while, it disappears. So, yeah, annoying that, isn't it? Oh well, yeah, that's the way it goes. I would say it's a difficult one to do though, isn't it? Because if you've got a character that's been around for a long time, that character's got an awful lot of backstory. Backstory is what drives a lot of plots, and what have you. So I can see why it's done, but I think Game Master should try to include everybody within that backstory.
Yeah, the way I have no problem with that. It's just that it's so focused on their backstory or their history with this event that it kind of just nullifies all the newer players or the other people's history as well. As in, you're not important enough yet. Come back after another 10 events.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of, I'm talking about the extreme.
Yeah.
That, you know.
Yeah, I understand that. You're not talking about where the plot's been going on for a long time, and there's a handful of players that have really become better or worse important for the plot. And then the plot actions they've taken now come full arc and things sort of haven't focused. Now you're talking about, oh, John's been playing for a while. He's really useful and important. We better give him a game where it's all about him.
Yeah.
That's really, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. I can see that gripe. I can understand that gripe, especially if you're the one on the fringes. You're feeling as though you're a bit left out. And it's like, okay, so when am I going to be? When's it going to be my turn to be important?
You just don't feel important, do you?
Yeah.
You know, you're just kind of like, oh,
because it's all about me. Me.
Where's my help?
Where's my story? I want my origin story.
Coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, where's my sidekick? I'm gonna have a sidekick.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Right then, mine. Let's have a look.
You got a list.
Gripe. I haven't got a list. All right, I have got a list. I would say it's got to be for me when things are not that organized. Now, those people that know me know that I'm not that much of an organized person anyway. All right, I tend to do a lot of things on the fly, seat of my pants, etc. That's how I roll. All right, but if I am having to wait around for a very long time, out in the cold, out in the wet, right, as a monster, because someone can't send in an NPC to say we need to go over there in the next 5 minutes or the world's going to explode, then yeah, that I suppose is my biggest gripe. Second biggest gripe for me would be players that can't role play for toffee. As in one hit per location, take 45 on the same arm and walk away. Yeah, that gripes me.
Not taking your hits
gripes me.
Consequences, yeah, that's really annoying. I hate that.
Yeah.
I really don't like it. If you're NPCing, actually, I love crewing and monstering. Don't get me wrong, it's one of my favorite things. But if you're sort of stuck up the veins for a couple of hours because you've not heard word of what's going on, it's really frustrating.
I personally love taking my hits. You get some of the best role playing by doing that. I think it's amazing. Yeah. I had an amazing fight with Keith at the last TR event where we were just battering the living hell out of each other. And we were we hit each other so many times, we killed each other. But we kind of continued role-playing fighting, like the last-ditch efforts where you're exhausted, there's blood covered everywhere, and you're just going, ugh! It was amazing. Yeah. It was so good.
Yeah. And like I say, they're good epic moments. And, it's as simple as that. And you don't get many sort of epic moments. You know, well, not many anyway, so you should grab them with both hands. Dogar, have any of you guys played EverQuest?
Yeah, a long time ago. Long time ago.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far away. No. Have I? Don't think so.
I don't know, dude. Early 2000s, I think EverQuest was. Possibly even before that.
Is this LARP or is this a video
It's
game?
an MMO.
MMO. Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. Then me, I'm World of Warcraft all the way, brother. For the Horde.
It was before World of Warcraft. This was.
Yeah.
They say World of Warcraft was an EverQuest 2 clone, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it won.
Well, exactly. Well, yeah, it did. It took the best of all the current MMOs you had and improved on it.
Yeah, I play it now. They brought it back, called Project 1999.
God damn.
I feel like a space montage coming on. I'm not sure why. Yep, where was the clone? Yeah, but it works and really well and is awesome. Actually, a little bit boring at the moment. I will say that. All I'm doing is
every year without a patch.
All I'm doing at the moment is in the morning logging into my garrisons, getting more gold, logging out of my garrisons. Pretty much it. Every now and then I'll play to do a raid or something, but that's it. Can't wait for the movie. Can't wait for the. I know. Can't wait for the expansion that'll come after it. Amazingly, the expansion's coming after the movie.
I know. Imagine that.
Who guessed? Who guessed that it wouldn't come before? I don't know, Rob. I don't know how that happened. It must be some freak accident of timing.
I know. The sun, all the stars must have aligned perfectly.
Apparently, Rob, Cow Compliments really likes your smile.
You have a very, very nice smile, Rob.
He does have a lovely smile.
Looks really beautiful.
And you're so cute.
You're in, Rob. You're
in. Mate. Woof.
Hey.
And if it's a guy, you're still in. Whoop.
Yeah, why not?
So I think that's a good bit of whinging. So two old men and one young guy having a whinge. That's all right.
Dothgar, I do play Overwatch. Trust me, if there's a Blizzard game, I've played it.
Oh, I'm going to be playing Overwatch massively.
Actually, where are you? On my screen, you're down there.
I can change you all about, and you can do the same thing, and it's not the same. Yes, I will. So I was in the open beta for Overwatch, and I don't play those sorts of games. I will tell you now, right? Because I'm usually particularly rubbish at them. But, oh my god! Even though it was rubbish, it was still a lot of fun. Even though I did good against the AI games, right? I got like man of the match and what have you, all that sort of thing. You know, best player or whatever the thing came up with. Going against 14-year-olds, which I'm guessing is what they were. Yeah, I got creamed. It's not words about it. I got absolutely decimated. I thought I was doing well, strafing back and forth and all the rest of it. Bump dead, bump dead, bump dead. You know, so, but it was still an amazing. I usually hate the games where you spawn die, but they've kind of gotten around that. So there isn't that much camping because of how the game mechanics are set up that I've seen so far, Tom. I'm sure you're about to interject with that, going like,
no, you're right.
You know,
you're right.
Yeah,
they've hit it well. I mean, essentially, you do spawn, die. That's essentially the game. But the way they do it, because you have support characters and tank characters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you have good support characters, and I don't know if you like healing, but support characters are cool. I really like them in this game. You can really win a game with a good support, and they've done it well. It's built for a team, and if you haven't got a team, you're going to get rolled by by someone who has.
Yeah.
You know, you can just pug it and just go and stuff like that, and you will get kills, but you got to be willing to understand that you're going to lose a lot of them as well, because it's just you solo killing people. It's not that kind of game.
Yeah.
And yes, Reynard is incredibly strong. That motherfucking shield.
Nova, we're now talking about Overwatch. I know this is a podcast about LARP, but stuff it. You know, if you got something to talk about,
you could LARP Overwatch.
Well, I tell you what, you really could LARP Overwatch.
You really could, couldn't you?
Massive. Well, you could definitely role play. You could definitely role play Overwatch. I can tell you now, Rob, you're so getting that as well. All right.
Did you see the animations?
I have seen the animations. I don't know, Rob, if you've seen them. If not, I'll link you all of them. Right? They've done little 8.
I want to see them more now.
Yeah, they've done these 8-minute shorts about different characters, and all I can say is, Blizzard, please make a cartoon series. All right. Please make a cartoon series on Overwatch, because I would watch it until the cows came home.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. But anyway, back to what we were doing.
Back to that.
But thanks for the what's the word I'm looking for?
Tangent.
That's the one. For the tangent. I could talk about Blizzard games all day, because I love Blizzard games. There's nothing. No, I'm even liking, again. Stuff it. Let's talk about Blizzard games. Hearthstone with the standard decks. I played some standard deck games the other day. Oh my god! Yeah, because now you're going up against people that have got the same standard decks that you've got, when they haven't built up these massively mega decks that decimate you. Right.
Yeah. What I really like is I'm crap at building decks. But I like the Tavern Brawl, where they give you random decks and you just go for it. I love that.
Have you seen the Tavern Brawls where they give you just 2 cards?
No. Oh yeah, I have actually. I've never played them, but I have seen them.
You always get the 2 cards, right? You get to choose which 2 cards, and you always get them, and they're always in your hand, and that's how you play the game. So it sounds like broken, right? But sounds like fun broken. It's simple as that. That sounds awesomely awesome. But
if you get a good legendary.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice with the standard decks. You can go up against people that have got the similar cards for their character that they're playing, etc. Right? And you've got an even chance of the strategy, rather than having some uber crafted mega Sonic cards, right, that decimate you within 5 frickin' moves. Yeah. So I actually really enjoyed it. It was awesomely awesome. Just anyway, let's. So where were we? News.
This is the Blizzard podcast.
Yeah, stuff it. Let's just call it the instance to be done with it. Right.
The Blizzard.
Yeah, we're not going to get a call from Scott Johnson's blooming lawyers, are we?
No, we might get a call from Scott Johnson though, because we've talked enough times in the past, and in fact, his daughter actually did our logo, the LARPBook logo.
Yeah.
So yeah. We've talked to Scott quite a bit, and his daughter. His daughter's awesome, by the way. She's a cracking girl. Fair play. So yeah, I might get a call from him going, "Oi, Edwards, enough." No, actually, he's pretty cool. He always says, "Look, anybody do what they want to do. If you make good out of it, cool." He is actually pretty decent guy. Larp Pages. What's that about, Rob? A new editor.
Okay, so Larp Pages. No, not a new editor. They've got a new section, which is editor controlled. So I'm just going to right. So what Larp Pages is Larp. Yeah, try to follow the links.
Well,
page not found.
I can't.
I got it. What's happened is you've put the whole address twice.
You have.
I
thought that was it.
If you go to Larp Pages, that's a UK directory for LARP, and they've now put on the event section that's controlled by an editor. So instead of people having to submit games, they're actively going out now to find what they can. They're scouring the web for events and putting them onto a. I did put in there twice. Thank you.
Let me see if I
Can
can.
we edit that?
I'm gonna open up another
Yeah,
Chrome thing here, and
me-
and everybody can actually see this as well on the screen at the time. So stuff it. Why not?
That's amazing. That's really cool.
Larp Pages.
Yeah, bring it all up. I'll explain that.
Code.
You can write. I think my laptop on my usual being able to see what's going on.
Can
Talk
I-
to you. That's tonight.
Can I
Go on.
not spell Larp Pages? Did you mean www.larppages? Yes. Google. Calendar, is it? That one? All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, they've done the Google
Bring it up.
Calendar. I have done. You'll
Oh,
see it
there's the
eventually
Balrog
on.
on here.
You'll
No.
see it eventually on Twitch.
Yeah. So it's a Google Calendar containing as many events as they can find. So what I'm just going to say is they're actively looking for events. So tell them about it, and you'll end up in the calendar.
Well, there you go then. Tell the nice people at larppages.co.uk, and don't forget to put the www in front, otherwise it doesn't seem to work. So they may want to check their A record about that. Oh God, I'm a geek. Nerd alert, nerd alert. That's okay. Just Rob and I have been doing so much with A records lately, with all the different stuff that we do. It's been painful.
Yeah, we've been moving websites around, and it's like A records, more A records.
Yeah.
You know what? If there's one thing I've learned from this website is that there are loads of LARPs going on every weekend. It's like
Yeah, this
mad.
is the thing that cracks me up, right? We are a podcast about LARPing, okay? And we encourage anybody and everybody. Tell everybody. If you listen to this show, tell anybody. Find people on the street. We don't care, right? One of them might be a LARPer, yeah? Or might be thinking about getting into LARP. Tell people about us so we can showcase them on this show to go out to everybody. We can get them onto the website. They can do their profile about themselves, you know, etc., etc. That's what we're here for. That's the public service announcement.
The problem is we don't have anyone listening, so...
This is true. It's only really your girlfriend.
Yeah, it's only Celine. And I don't even think she's really listening at the moment.
No, I think you're right, because I did ask her a question. She never came back to me.
No, I think she's watching another stream at the moment, someone playing Dragon Age. He is a bit obsessed with Dragon Age.
Okie dokie. So why did you feel it important, Dothgar, to tell us that you're 19?
I think it's because you said 14-year-olds as a joke, you know,
right.
all the 14-year-olds.
Yeah, it is.
Just
it is a complete joke, and that's going back to my Xbox days when I had the original Xbox. So old I am, and I got just sniped. Spawn die. Yeah. And I had the whole, you know, when I buy stuff, I buy everything for whatever platform it is. I had the mic, I had, you know, the wireless mic, I had the whole kit and caboodle, and all I could hear was, "This guy ain't very good," and they're all American, obviously, you know. So I just told them that at least that I had had sex. That shut them up, and I'm amazed it didn't get me banned from Xbox, but. But you could tell the older guys that were actually in the channel at the same time, because they were like, but it did shut them up. Right. So that's the news. So yeah, so go over to Larp Pages .co.uk, have a look at the calendar and see if there's a LARP near you. Well, a very good system actually. Events. Okay, we've got Frail Realities in the Footsteps of Glory. Wow, is that another long...
Is that really a week long?
Rob, have you done it again?
A week-long lap. No, that's the URL.
No, it can't
Okay,
be.
that's not fake. That's the URL.
You've put it in twice again.
Okay, explain.
Let me edit that.
Oh yeah, made it.
Let me edit that.
There we
go. Go on.
This actually comes from Larp Pages, and this comes from their actual calendar entries. We'll get this link right in the show notes when we publish them in a day or so's time.
Yeah.
And this gives you the full detail for Frail Realities and Glory. And this is a week-long LARP.
Wow.
Oh, the neck.
I can't imagine.
The Sunday, the 31st of July.
I can't even. Oh, come on.
Can you even get on?
No, stupid this system when I'm bringing up web pages. I'm going to have to bring up web pages beforehand. And what have you. It's a great system.
A week-long lab. Tell me more.
Yeah, week long. The player 12. Oh my god, the information.
I know, it's crazy, isn't
There's
it?
loads.
Really good entry. It goes on for days, but it's really good stuff.
Yeah, okay, so there are 16 player spaces on each event, plus 2 spaces which are reserved for CTP crew to play. Okay.
CTP?
Crew to play. Didn't you get that reference? I mean... so what are they saying? When is it, Rob? I can't see the date. I'm not.
It's in July. It's the week. It's Sunday the 24th of July until Sunday the 31st of July.
Yeah, so Sunday 24th of July. Say again.
So Sunday the 24th of July. We'll have all of the show notes until Sunday the 31st of July.
Yeah, got that. And that's in. It's in Crickhowell. It's up the road.
Midnight to midnight.
It's up the road from us, Rob.
Should we go?
Yeah.
We're in Walking. We're in. I know where that is. We're in Walking Bunkhouse. Yeah, Llangatach. Llangatach for anybody that's of the Welsh persuasion.
I need to Google Maps this. See how far.
Oh mate, it's Crickhowell's.
I'm just gonna.
Oh, it's up by. It's just past Abergavenny.
Yeah.
Oh bloody hell!
Yeah.
Yes.
Mute me for a moment. I'll be back in a sec. Okay.
Okay. No worries. I can't mute. Can mute you. Yes. Disable sound. Ah.
Oh wow. A whole week. God damn.
Yeah. Whole week. That is pretty impressive. That, isn't it?
What's the place?
There is There's a lot of details about this. We'll get them up into the show notes. I think probably as a link. Otherwise, the show notes will go on forever. The event is £130, with the exception of the April event. What year is this? It must be this year, but April's gone. Okay, this looks awesome. We will get these details up onto the show notes and what have you. Nova, it's not far away, mate. It's not far away at all. Don't give me that malarkey.
I don't know where Nova lives. Where does he live?
Which one's Nova? Nova, what's your real name?
Pete, isn't it? Isn't
yeah, it's Pete, isn't it?
Pete?
Rob, who's Nova? Pete, isn't it?
Yes, Pete.
Oh, I thought it was Pete.
No.
Where do you live then, Pete?
No.
Yeah, where do you live then, Pete? Because I thought you were closer to us, but am I wrong?
He might be closer to us than the event.
Yeah, but it's not. I mean, it's not freaking Barneswood Scout Camp.
Peterborough.
Ah.
Conveniently.
Yeah, Peter lives in Peterborough. Peter Piper, Peter Pecker, Pickled Peppers. All right, yeah, okay. Yeah, but... whatever. Then.
Away for him, yeah, just a bit.
I'm just saying lack of commitment. That's just... that's weird.
Distance.
Yeah, stop over hours, bud. It's fine. Come down the night before, stop over house. No worries, man. I'll forget to tell Karen, and the spare room won't be made up. And when I say spare room, I mean my bedroom.
The drive.
It is. Quite correct. Right, so that's all the events we've got. Anything you two guys want to add?
No, I don't.
No, before the next podcast, I think Tom and I are going to be crewing an event again.
Are you going to be crewing an event,
yeah,
Thomas?
Gideon's. Argent...
Tournament?
Forest Argent.
Forest Argent, that was it, yeah. I'll only be there for the Saturday, unfortunately, but you know.
Fair enough. No problem.
Again, lack of commitment. That's all I'm going to say.
So in other words, next podcast we can talking about crewing another event.
I'm not a nerd. Yeah, okay, I'm a nerd. You're absolutely right, Pete. I am a nerd and proud, brother.
Dude.
Rock on, dude. Right, so if that's it then, so yeah. Hashtag. You can actually all do that now. Hashtag.
You guys are so cool.
Okay.
Hashtag LARPBook. There we go. I remember just add whatever you post up on Facebook, guys, even if it's about fluffy kittens, just always remember to get in hashtag LARPBook, man. You know what I mean? Just stuff it, why not? Right, so big thank you to Rob and Thom for being on the show, and to Larp Inn for sponsoring, and of course to our lovely patrons who make it a bit easier to keep this show going. Without the patrons, it would be a bit more difficult. We'd still do it, but it would be a bit more difficult. It would hit our pockets a bit more. And we want to bring you quality content, I'll have you, at all times. If nothing else, funny. Yeah? Even if it's just to watch three blokes bumble around while they try and sort out the technical issues, you know, that's got to be, you know. Oh, thanks, Pete.
I feel that's a feature of our podcast. No other podcast does that.
No.
Only us.
No, you know, because it is how we roll. And don't forget, when everything gets really bad, we could always just bring in the elevator music, you know, because it's soothing. I actually play this when I'm working on different websites and computers and things in the background. It's just calm, you know. Enough of that, right? So if you'd like to get in touch or get in contact with the show, just email larpbookshow@gmail.com. If there's a topic you would like us to discuss, or something cool you saw, or fancy writing an article for the website, then email the show, larpbookshow@gmail.com. That's larpbookshow@gmail.com. Otherwise, we just got to keep finding stuff to talk about, and we'd like to talk about things that you want to talk about, if that actually made sense in my head, and I'm not quite sure whether it came out correctly.
That makes sense. We can see what people want us to talk about, and we'll do it.
Yeah, we'll just go it. Just email the show, larpbookshow@gmail.com. Right, so I think that's about it then. So shall we kind of get out of here, like? Boom. Oh, by the way, do you like the new music?
It's really low.
Well, I did that on purpose, because otherwise you lot complain. You're going, that's too loud. Let me see if I can boost up a little. How about that? All right?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I quite like that music. Right, so music. Oh, just because you've got long hair. Right, music was provided by Ben Sound at bensound.com. Pop across the Patreon, patreon.com/LARPBook, and help out the show any way you can. And if you can't afford that, just tell people about us. You know, let everybody know. People on the street, people in work, people that you randomly meet on the bus. Just point them over to the podcast. Hobos. Even hobos have iPhones these days, so, you know, get them onto the podcast. If nothing else, it's funny to see a hobo laugh. Go across to the shop at redbubble.com. Just search for LARPBook. There's lots of cool swag up there, including the t-shirts I LARPed before it was cool. You can listen to the podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, Twitch, Podbean. Just search for LARPBook, in any of your favourite podcatcher. Email larpbookshow@gmail.com, like I said, and visit the website at larpbook.com for wonderful news, reviews, and a fantastic little thing at the moment that Rob has put up about walking sticks in LARP. And does anybody actually make any LARPing sticks? You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, just search for Larp Book. And don't forget, give us a 5-star review on iTunes. Even if you hate us, just give us a 5-star review, you know, because what's it to you? Simple as that, you know. Hashtag Larp Book. So there we go. So thank you very much everyone for listening and what have you. So it's a goodbye from Tom and
Bye-bye.
a goodbye from Rob. Eventually he catches up. There we go. And a goodbye from me. I've been Stuart Edwards and this has been the Larp Book Podcast. Good night all. And thank you very much everybody that tuned in, and we're going to stop the stream. Bye bye.